Welcome to Game Milwaukee, and we have a special guest coming from the heels of Pridefest, Pride Ride, with Ed and Nick. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so I have to know, how did this all get started? And tell us about Pride Ride, too, while we're at it.
Well, I and a group of friends ended up starting it. This Pride Fest has been amazing for the Wisconsin community and everything. Biggest turnout we had, and they started a motorcycle ride called Ride with Pride, and a whole bunch of us actually jumped in and wanted to ride on it, and we thought maybe 50, 60 people would show up. Turns out we had about 140 people, all LGBT and supporters riding together for one cause, just to be happy and have fun. And I thought that was amazing. I got to talk to some of the people at the ride, and they started telling me their stories, and you know, I go to biker events all the time, and I haven't seen a lot of these people. And I asked them, how come you don't come to these events? And they just flat out said, we don't feel safe, we don't feel welcome. And you know, the stereotype of bikers is kind of the same as the stereotype of LGBT and the queers, and it's just, you know, we have our stereotypes, and bikers are, we're bad, gays are, we're gay, you know. And so I wanted to make a place that everyone felt safe to ride together and just kind of be fun and happy and all that. And then at the same time, you know, we had Pridefest going on. And like I said, we had the biggest turnout. And I thought it would be great to have a group that shows all the LGBT places in Wisconsin. Not just Milwaukee, but everywhere. And so we set out to both have a safe place and to bring awareness to the LGBT causes and just businesses and everything. So we do a whole bunch of stuff just for that.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, too, because when you think of bikers, you don't necessarily think of gay or queer people. Do you guys come across that, like, where it's like, huh?
For me personally, like, seeing this, I didn't have something like this growing up. So it was nice to have this and to see how many people actually came for that first ride. And then when I was asked to join the group here, Pride Riders group, I was happy to join it because, again, we don't have that in Wisconsin, or we don't have that. And then, like Nick said, it was so much stereotypical and negative thoughts with the biker community, but when you actually get together with, no matter you're gay, straight, bi, whenever it gets together, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's just, everybody's out there to ride and enjoy the freedom of the road, that they call it, type thing. So I'm very happy to be part of this group.
So we were talking. So there are drag bikers.
Yes. We've run into a few, and I myself am working on my drag. Stay tuned for Harley Davidson, the biker drag queen.
I'm so surprised at the thing. I mean, I'm so tickled by it because on my end, I never would have thought that would have been a thing, but it is.
Yeah. We've run into a few, and the bike nights that we do with the queens, they always want to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
That's it. We need more queens. I didn't even know. We need to spread the word. Calling all queens. Report to Pride Ride. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, how did you guys meet?
Oh, it happened. We met at that first Pride Ride, got to know each other, and when me and Cormac Keogh set out to start the group, we had a first ride. We actually put a ride together in 2.5 weeks. Ed was one of them that showed up, and we got to talking with him, hanging out with him, and he was a really decent guy. And when we wanted to expand our administration, we asked him to come on as a road captain, and he hasn't let us down yet. So.
How's the experience been so far?
It's been good. It's been actually really good. Yeah.
Do you guys, ever since that Pride, do you guys all still stick together and stay in touch?
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys have made a lot of good friends, and I like that. I feel like you guys are gonna have to invite me to the next one. I won't ride. I won't have a bike, but I have to ride with somebody, if that's okay.
All of our rides are welcome to people who don't ride, who aren't gay. Anyone can come. If you want to meet us at a location, or if you want to ride along in a vehicle behind us, everyone's welcome. That's what we set out for.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. So, speaking of Pride Fest, I know it's early, but what are the plans for next year?
We don't have everything set yet, but we definitely want to have a nice scenic route with maybe some historic LGBT locations. Maybe bars that meant something to the community back then or still do today. Just locations that meant something. What we're doing right now hasn't really been done before. You have another group that I've talked to already, the Dykes on Bikes. They're amazing ladies, but they haven't done what we're trying to do. They just kind of get together and ride. Our events are more aimed towards just acceptance. Like we host a bike night every month, and we put them in closed-minded communities. And they're not, like I said, they're not just for bikers. They're for anyone who wants to come out, any LGBT supporter. And we're bringing those like drag shows or performers to a small-minded community to let everyone know that you are wanted. You're not alone in that small community. You're not hated. We've got so much outreach. We've kind of become a counseling service to some people. They've reached out saying, you know, I wish I could ride with you guys. I wish I could do these things because my family doesn't support me doing it. And we kind of became the support, and we want to help as many people as we can. You know, that's why we don't make a profit off what we do. We do it all for other people.
How do you keep active throughout the year with this group and recruiting more people as well and keeping it fresh? Events
is our biggest thing. You know, bike nights right now, we do 2 rides at least a month. We do like a lunch brunch ride. We got one coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. We're going up to Oshkosh. And we go to LGBT like friendly locations like cafes or restaurants. And then our other event is usually kind of like a more party kind of thing. So actually on Sunday we're going up to the Pride parade up in Madison, and that's going to be our kind of like our party thing, have fun up there. So we always try to do that, and then our bike night, of course, is just for everyone. And obviously people are thinking, oh, bikes are only out for 6 months of the year. What do we do for the rest of the month, or the rest of the year? Well, you know, we're going to do the bike nights, but just without the bikes. Have pride nights or pride events, get together and, you know, just help support the community. It's not really about the bikes. It's about the brotherhood of riding, but it's also about helping the community. That's what we care about, is just helping everyone.
There's a lot of hard work that goes into this, clearly, because this didn't happen overnight. What makes it all worthwhile for the both of you?
For me personally, it's if we can help someone either accept who they are, believe that they're wanted and accepted in the community, or even just get them out of their comfort zone and just make them feel wanted somewhere that they didn't expect. That helps me. All my sleepless nights of doing this, it helps me.
I guess this helps, like, have others, like you said too, that come out of their shell or maybe still closeted, and hopefully that'll bring them out and just support us and support others. And that's what basically all we're about, is supporting each other in the community. Like I said, whether it be in the city, wherever we go, we want to just help support. And that's what I think our biggest thing is, just more of the support.
And growing as a community. Like, for this past Ride with Pride, we had the police escort. So police on motorcycles were escorting us to our location. If you think 40 years ago, the cops were beating us down in the streets and fighting with us, arresting us for who we were, that is a testament of how far we've come. These officers love to talk to us. They love to hang out with us. And so if we're striding forward, that's always amazing for this community that has been in the shadows for so long.
So Ed, you're Native American, and we were talking earlier about how some cultures are very accepting of queer people. Can you touch base on that for us?
When I came out to my community, my people I know, the Native American, I was born and raised in Milwaukee. I call myself an urban Indian, not living a traditional way. When I was told that I came out as gay, an elder Native American said, "No, come with me. I have something to tell you." He's like, "You know, you're looked at now as a two-spirited person." I didn't know what that meant because I was born in the city. So he taught me these things and saying, being Native American, being gay is like back in when Native Americans were here and all over the United States, those were the ones that were taken care of the children and when the mothers couldn't, and when the fathers or warriors were out, battling for make sure that their families were safe, making sure the food rations were safe and everything else. These gay people or gay natives were just looked as two-spirited. We have these gatherings, they're called powwows, and they actually have two-spirited powwows where all the dancers dress up in their regalia and they're either gay, bi, transgender, queer, whatever way it is, they're all that, and it just bringing them in, and that the whole all those dancers are that, and they're celebrating them because it's a kind of like almost a great honor to be a gay native in most of these tribes. So that's just what I brought up, was taught that, and when he told me that, it all kind of brought a tear to my eye because it's like, whoa, something else I didn't know about myself, and helped me more be who I am and say, be proud of who you are, not just be a native, but also be a gay native and more.
Wow, just to know that in some places you're revered.
Yes.
You know, that's amazing to know that, because obviously it's not always the case for, you know what I mean? So to know that that's out there, that's beautiful, I think. And Nick, not to leave you in the dark, you want to talk to us about, your coming up in the queer community and how that journey has been.
Well, I like to say that I was born in the good age of being gay. A lot of people have stories of coming out and being hated by their family, being kicked out. Me personally, I told my parents I was scared. I was very scared, but they accepted me. They said that I am who I am, and they love me. And even my grandma, she knitted me a rainbow Afghan to say that she loved me. And just, that I'm welcome and as who I am. There's a game called Second Life, and my dad loves the video game, or he used to. And on there, you can create whoever you want. And as a tribute to my gayness, to show that I was welcome in his home and his family, he actually created like a breedable animal in the video game called the Queer Turtles or something like that. And literally it was like a little animal that you could breed, and they were either gay, bisexual, straight, and that's how he accepted me, was by showing the whole world in the video game community that, gay is okay. And that's what I've grown up knowing, is gay is okay.
I like that. I think a lot of the times, we were talking about it, it's a big grab bag sometimes. You never know who's going to love you, who's not going to love you. And that you guys both have those aspects where, you can be loved and revered. That's great to have that.
And that changes my life, because now I know that people are still going through that struggle and that non-welcoming in their family. And, I like to tell people, I saw it somewhere and I like to say it now. If your family doesn't love you, your chosen family does, and I love you for who you are. You're my family now.
Exactly. I think a lot of the times too, we find ourselves in situations where it takes us, some of us, a while to learn that lesson, because sometimes we can only see what's in front of us, and when you're in the unknown, you never know what's going to happen when you kind of go past that of what you know.
I can't say it any better than RuPaul did. If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anyone else?
So we're going to wrap this up with the question bowl. Draw a question, both of you.
You want to go first?
Yeah. If you could be on any TV show, what would you be on? I guess I always looked at the Big Brother.
Yeah.
I always looked at that because the place I work, I'm kind of like under camera coverage as it is, so I was always look at that as a challenge, and then I always go for a challenge. I like that kind of stuff, so I would say Big Brother.
Look at you, the mentor.
I got the emotional question. What's the one piece of advice that you would give your younger self?
Oh, I don't think anyone's got that one yet.
I would have to say, just stay strong in who you are. Times are going to get really hard for you, and you're going to get to probably the lowest point in your life. You're going to go through things that no one your age should or probably will go through, and you're going to think about ending it and stuff like that, but if you push through, your life is going to be so much better.
I like that because you can't become the person you are today without going through those adversities. It's not possible. You can't appreciate the good times without the bad times.
Yeah.
And I think all of us, we won't be the person we are today without those low points. That was really well said. I really like that. I'm glad you drew that one. Well, now I'm going to draw one for the both of you. That's a terrible question. How long would you last in a zombie apocalypse?
A long time.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm one of the last ones to go. I'm taking these guys on.
Yeah.
Especially with the bike crew, I feel like you guys got the chance of survival. It's just worst case scenario.
Survival
Okay.
mode. Survival mode. That's always there. So that's already like something I've already been thinking about and stuff. So.
It's gonna happen one
Yes.
day.
Everybody's preparing for it, so I'm getting prepared for it.
All right, guys, can we check out the bikes?
Absolutely.
Let's go check them out. Okay, we're checking out the bikes. Guys, tell me about them.
Well, we got Harley Davidsons here. We ride with many different bike styles, but I prefer Harley.
Yeah. And I see you guys are into customization. I see the lights, I see the pride. I love it. Does everybody in the crew have their own customized bikes like this?
It depends. Like I purchased it like this already,
Yeah.
so it was already custom made with a different exhaust on it. But that's how I bought mine. I'm sure he added a bunch of stuff to his.
Yes, I like whenever I get free cash, I'll add to my bike. But that's what's so great about motorcycling is bikers. You know, you can reflect who you are in your bike by just adding whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
amazing.
And I love the expression because you know us in the LGBT community, we always have to make sure we get our identity right. I'm gonna ask, can someone drive me around the block? Can we get that on camera?
Yeah, we can do
All
it.
right, let's do it. See, what you don't know is I had my cool face on, but inside I was screaming. Okay guys, thanks for being with us today. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and if you have a story to tell, let us know. We're signing out at Gay Milwaukee. Stay gay. Next time on Gay Milwaukee.
So do that too, here and there. It takes a lot of mental energy to be like, no, I'm gonna wear this because I feel like that's what I need to wear and it's what I want to wear. And if you've got a problem with it, that's your problem. This is what I'm comfortable wearing, so I'm gonna wear it.